Hi everyone, this is Sue. I have some journals that I would like to share with you, and they all have like a holiday Christmas theme, and there are 4 of them. They all have fabric covers, and I will start. I'm going to try to see if I can do all of them in one video. They're quite similar with the contents inside, so I try not to do a quick flip through of each of them. So this is the largest journal, and it has 4 sewn in signatures, and it has some charms, Christmas charms dangling off the edge, and some fibers and some different types of trims. So inside there's a pocket. It has an extra large journal card inside. This is a little journal page hanging on this little fabric banner. Goes in the pockets here, and these little corners kind of hold it in, so it kind of gives the cover some stability. And here's a pocket with a little tree and some Christmas children playing outside at Christmas time, a little postcard. And these are printable. If I have quite a few of my printable sheets in these journals, and then I will just kind of show the printable sheet in the video, and then you can kind of recognize it. Here's a little old cookie cutter journal card in that pocket. This flips down and flips open. Little fabric beaded piece. This is some old wrapping paper. There's a little star stuck in here with the journal card pocket. Another pocket here. It's an old recipe page. There's an old recipe folded together. It's like an 8x11 sheet. It's tucked under this belly band, clipped in with this paper clip. It's this little cookie cutter journal card. And it says home for the holidays. It's just an old book page that's kind of painted over the words. Got a little journal card up in this pocket. This is a dress tag of my printables. It's kind of like weathered wood, and then it flips open. There's a pocket in here. This is a altered paper clip. It holds in these 2 journal pages in this fabric pocket. Some trim on the edge of this page. This is an old coloring book page. Just a little Tim Holtz sky with some flowers on the edge there. This flips out. This is one of the little Christmas printable, little like postage stamp almost printables. It's a little tree stapled on there. Pocket inside here. This is a card and an envelope. And the envelope flips up. And it has a large tag inside with some place to write on the back. And a little dangle stocking, little holiday charm. Kind of pretty. Some Christmas paper. There's a little tuck spot up here. Says a Merry Christmas. It's another one of the postage stamp printables. A little pocket in here. Lots of different size, shapes of paper. Sizes of paper, I should say. Some fabric on the edge and some stamping. It has some buttons on it yet. I think that was a shirt, edge of a shirt. There's a little page in here for writing on. Kind of a needlepoint Santa. Picture of a needlepoint Santa. I think I got those out of like an old Christmas book. Another journal card in here, and this tucks down under these little words. Little fabric up here. Some lace on the edge. An old recipe in there. This is a card. It's kind of coffee dyed. Tucks into this envelope flap, sewn around the edges. And this is the envelope that flips out, so you can tuck things in here. Little crocheted edge tab. This is another one of the dresses from the printable, and a hat. Put the little red bows on there, and has this postage cards, Christmas postage cards with the deer and the trees. Some Christmas fabric, vintage fabric on there. So this is a fun journal to, you could use it as a way to keep track of the things that happen at Christmas time or even in the winter time. This is another one of my printable cards with the deer. And pockets and lace and some sewing and vintage lace. There's another card. Has a pocket inside with one of the journal cards I cut into, make it into a pocket. Slips out. This is a page from like a children's craft book. That was kind of neat. Another little charm. That's a Santa with the sack. There's another one of my dresses. That's the lace dress. More of the vintage paper. Some skates that makes a pocket. This is another one of my journal cards. Farmhouse kitchen. This is another one of the dresses. This is baking fun on there. A journal card and a little gift tag in there. Christmas card. Some pretty ruffly itch on there. Ruffly fabric, I should say. Pockets. So this is the largest one. This sheet music paper and coffee dyed paper and vintage fabrics. So that kind of gives you an idea of, it's another one of the cookie cutter journal cards. I think they're so cute. They're just so fun to use. You can even use them in like a recipe book too. And you can use a Christmas journal as a recipe book. I mean, that's what Christmas is all about. A lot of recipes and baking and memories. And it's a little leaf on there with sequins, some journal page folded in half in that. It's another one of the printable pockets I have. So like I said, this is the largest journal. The breakdown of the journal will be in the Etsy ad, and I'll link a link to the Etsy ad down below for each one of the journals and the printable sheets. And then you can just click on the link and it takes you right to the store, right to that item. So it's kind of slick. Here's another vintage recipe from an old recipe book tucked in this recipe pocket. And then on the back is another big cardstock page, just like in the front, which, you know, these are fabric. It's a fabric journal, so this, then when you tuck that in there, gives the page some stability. So that's, I don't really have a closure on this one too. There's a little jingle bell on there. You hear? Oh, those. And a little candle, sequence candle, and some vintage beadwork up here. 4 sewn-in signatures. It's a kind of a quilted, Christmas quilted piece with some buffalo plaid on the edge. So that's this one. Like I said, that's the biggest one. I think this is more of one of the smaller ones. It has a one single signature in it. Still has the buffalo plaid tie. Has a pretty piece on the kind of a tapestry cover with holly. Still has the Christmas charms pinned on the edges. Has this buffalo plaid fabric lining, and then some fabric pockets and some sequins on the pockets. There's a recipe card, and this is I put some pages in here from my. I have a journal that's on in my it's a winter journal in my store. So those are, I really wanted to kind of match this plaid theme through the book, so it was kind of fun to use. Some recipe card in this pocket. A lot of the images that I used in some of these were from some old Christmas books. And this is just a journal spot with some pretty fabric on the front. A little journal card. This is in the kit too, so this is a page from the kit. Anytime you see these pages with this plaid edge, that's the kit. There's some vintage wrapping paper I tucked over that banner. There's another one of the snowflake ornaments in there. It's a beaded edge on here. Some paper with some rickrack, and this is another one of my printables. They're kind of a, what do you call those? Nut chopper. You put your nuts in here, walnuts or whatever, pecans, and then you turn the crank, and then it all chops them up into the jar. We used to do that every Christmas with my mom. So here's a little round tab wrapped around the edge. Another vintage or some aged paper in this pocket. It's another little journal spot. Another one of these little round. It's got some kind of glittery on the edge. Some trim, eyelash trim. Buffalo plaid, this little sequence piece on there. Another, that's like a Christmas card. So this is a little tuck journal spot for writing on. It tucks in this pocket here. I think I must have glued that all the way down. Sometimes if, oh, that is one whole image. Sorry about that. Okay. Sheet music paper. This is one of my tickets from one of my printables, tucks in this pocket. This is another one of my Christmas tags. So pretty. The house all decorated. Christmas journals are so fun to make. I mean, they really kind of get you in the mood for keeping memories. Little red mittens and little tin cup, ledger paper, old wallpaper. Another one of the printers is an old vintage recipe page inside here. This loops up. She can write. I like to kind of keep my pages open for writing. And this is another place. It has some. That's a tuck spot. You can tuck something under there. Another pocket here with some paper inside. And this flips out. A sequence, some washi tape on the edge. You know, that's the fun thing about journals. You can just add whatever you want. And I try to decorate the journals a little bit for everybody, but leave enough places so you can do your own, you know, keeping track of your memories. And a pocket with a page in there. Ledger paper in this pocket. It's another one of the pages from the kit. I like deer. The deer adds such a nice touch. So pretty. This is another one of the journal cards. It's another page like you saw before from a Christmas, or yeah, children's Christmas craft book. Merry Christmas packages, it says. And this is just another one of the journal pages. Kind of tri-folded it, and has another one in here, and a little sequence pocket, and that's the back of the journal. And then it just has a tie closure with the, yeah. I was wondering if I had it. Yeah, I had it the right way. Okay, so now these two are more like a wraparound journal. This one ties with the buffalo plaid and has this little sweater, and then the buffalo tie goes through the sleeves. So then it's like a little sweater. It has this little jingle bell pinned on the sweater up here, and then it has a recipe card tucked in up the sweater. So it's like a tuck spot. So then you can open it, and then you have your pretty kind of sequency embellishment there. And then this is the same with the fabric cover, and then this is a journal page or cardstock page that goes in there. Has a little you can tuck things under here too. Pretty sure you can. Oh, the rickrack must have glued down when I glued the rickrack. There we go. So you can tuck, you know, if you have a photo, you could tuck a photo in there too. It's a tuck spot down here. Put the little, and there's an old recipe on there. So that tucks in that pocket there. The little top corners hold that in too. It's another cookie cutter tuck spot with a recipe. And then this just flips. Oh, that's a pocket. It's glued on there, and then it's kind of like a pocket. And then it's this little fabric up here. And a journal card tucked in the pocket here. An old recipe up here. And then we start in all our different pages. And this is your ornament. This is a little thing opens up. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. And some Christmas fabrics. And these are my journal cards from a printable I have. And something can tuck under here if you stick something taller in your pocket and you want this to hold it in to secure. It's a little tree. The paper fastener through that. There's a little place to write there. And tuck spots and journal cards and some stockings and coloring book page and a little ticket from my Christmas printables. Isn't that cute? Little truck. Okay. This is another printable I have. It's an envelope. Kind of matches the journal cards. Goes in that pocket. And a ticket up here, the little kitty on it. Another one of the printables, place to write. Tuck spot up here. It flips out on both sides. That's a little tuck spot in there. If you put a picture, it would be like a frame. Thought that was really cute. That's the fabric and trims, and you know, like I said, they're all a little different, but similar in the types of pages. And there's another one of these with the fabric on, an old book page, recipe page from a Christmas book, tag with pockets, old wrapping paper. I think these last two have like 3 signatures in them. Santa paper, little charm, fabric ruffle on the edge. Pages have lots of character. It's stamping. Another one of the children's project pages. This is an old, it's a journal card. And kind of neat fabric on there. You know, it just kind of feels real textural. Some old paper, and book pages. Okay, so here's another one of my journal cards in there. I think this is like a belly band here. And a little gift tag there. This flips out with some lace on the edge. Another one of the journal cards in here. This flips out too, unless it got stuck down. There you go. I like this. This is a pocket. Like all the little pages and little tabs, little fabric tabs. Just gives it some color. And this is a little bunny postcard in the envelope, coffee filter envelope. It says joy. Sticks in there. Oh, and that's it. Then here's another bunny. Has this little circle underneath, and it's just it's another one of those cardstock folded in half pages. There's some pretty sequency trim down here, so then it just closes like that, and then you wrap your, and there you go. So that's that one. It's kind of velvety fabric. And then the last one is this one. Has the same, well, it's kind of the same, different colors. It's got the 3 signatures. Oh, I forgot to show you the little beads on the edge too. Isn't that cute? Anyway, and this one ties in a bow. So we open it up. Has this stocking, and you could stick something in here too. I had a ticket in there, but that was a little too small. But there's a little jingle bell and a ball pin there, so kind of jingles. But that's a stocking, and it has this pretty piece on the inside cover, and then again we has the cardstock. This is one of the recipe. Okay, take it out. That's got coffee cups, Christmas coffee cups, and this is like a recipe card. It's wrapped around the page, paper clipped on with this tucks underneath. This image of the stockings are sewn around. It just looks so heartwarming and so homey, the Christmas stockings. I thought that was pretty. The little cups and the skates and this little journal page with the trim. Another one of the postcards is in here. So I'll kind of just go through this one kind of quickly because as you can tell, they'll have kind of a similar look to them. There's another little glitter snowflake and stamping and same types of pockets and pages, tuck spots. Trim. This is another one of my printables, vintage cookie cutters. They're fun to use. I really like those. Really like those. This is a page that kind of flips out. It's got this little to and from Christmas sticker on. And that's the fun thing about a Christmas journal too. If you've got all these different things, you know, in your Christmas stash, you can kind of take them out and stick them in, or you know, even if you have like a present that had some really cool wrapping paper, and you know, you just cut a piece of that out, put that in, and write on it, make it into some kind of a hinge piece or something. This is all, isn't that pretty? It's so Christmassy. Look at the cookies hanging on the tree. Wow. You know, if you have cookies for Christmas ornaments, you don't really have to worry about packing them away. Just eat them. There's a little journal spot under here. You can color. Coloring is fun on a snowy day. Another little tuck spot in here. Some pretty embellishments on. Festive. This page, I put it in upside down. This was something. Oh, you know, once you glue all your stuff on there, you won't notice it anyway, but it's just kind of like, when you get it all done, like, oh, that page is upside down. Honestly, how does that happen? I have no idea. Little journal card in here. Some fabric and trim. Little Santa tuck spot with another children's project Christmas page and some different kinds of trims up here on the corner. It's like a frame. You could tuck a picture under there. Another Christmas book page. This folds out, flips up. You could tuck things in here. You know, and the journals aren't so fat and large either that you can't add all, you know, fill it up with all your own stuff, and it's still, the wraparound ones, they grow with your growing journal. There's a little tuck spot in the back of that. Just tucks in this cupcake liner like that. Another Tim Holtz with the flower on the edge. I think there's a bow on the back too, a little bow. Christmas wreath. Little angel. And another Christmas card. This is so cool. It's vintage Christmas things. They're so beautiful. There's another card on the back here. It's a little Christmas girl. Some fabric. And then this is another one of the cardstock folders. And it has a little, little tag tucked under here. Still fabric sticks out. Those pretty ornaments. It goes in the pocket and up in the little corner tucks to hold it in there. And then so that is the last journal. Like I said, I'll have links to the journals, and I'll have links to all my Christmas printables and the kit that I use in the one journal, and everything will be listed down below in the videos, below the video, so you can check it out there. And then I have a couple of more things I want to share. These will just be sold in my Etsy store. They're little book page pockets, and they have like a guest check embellished with some little sequency pieces, and then a little quilted piece that goes in there. So there's four of those, and each one's a little different. They'll probably be in one ad, and then they'll be numbered like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you just choose which one you want. And then there'll be I think there's 4. Well, there's 4 of these, and they have this little red truck postcard in the pockets. An old book page pocket sewn around the edges with a little buffalo plaid and a button sewn on. So there's 4 of those. So those will be in my shop too. So if you want to go over to my Etsy store and check out my Christmas journals. Took me a little bit to, where did the other one go here? Took me a little bit to get them done, but I thought, well, I better get them up in the store before it's Valentine's Day. So anyway, those are my journals, and I thank you so much for watching, and welcome to all my new subscribers, and I thank everyone for your support. So you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you now. Bye.